Hey friends, welcome back to the Mid-Century Vault, the show where we unearth the swell stories behind everyday objects of times gone by. Today we got a special friend to talk about, one that's been bringing the sunshine for nearly a century. So get ready to leap into the delightful history of the Kit-Cat Klock. More than just a clock, it's a pop culture icon. But how did this quirky kitty come to be? Let's go. It's America 1932, and we are in the deep end of the pool called the Great Depression. Times are tough, spirits are low, and people were looking for something, anything, to bring a little cheer, a little lightness into their homes. And that, friends, is where our electric whiskered avatar makes the grand entrance. Because in Portland, Oregon, Earl Arno, a terrific industrial designer, had an idea. He envisioned a clock that wasn't just functional but would also bring some joy. He wanted to create something that would make people smile, a little bit of playful escapism from the daily grind. Now, Arno was either in the employ of the Allied Manufacturing Company, or he knew Clifford Stone, the owner of Allied, and brought the design to him. Whichever the case, in no time at all, these frisky symbols of optimism were made out of metal, boxed up, shipped out, and sold on to untold numbers of delighted and thankful households, and all for the reasonable sum of $3.95. By the 40s, Allied had moved their plant to Seattle, and they had also ditched the metal casing for durable Bakelite plastic. By the 50s, they officially changed the name to the Kit-Cat Klock with a K, and it was in that decade that our friend really hit its stride. Because during the post-war boom, families were setting up new homes, and they were decorating with a sense of fun and optimism, and our kitty clock matched that mood to the T. The 50s also saw a couple of design changes. The cat had always had 2 feet down at the base of his body, but now 2 more paws were added near the top of the clock face at the 11 and 1 o'clock points. And something else happened in 1954. After 22 years of making folks smile, all while being naked, by the way, the cat clock got a bow tie. Now, this was dapper and all, but it also firmly locked our little pal into a gender. For a whole generation, it was never revealed whether this was a girl cat or a boy cat, or maybe a gender-fluid cat. But the tie changed all that. They were now definitely and irretrievably he. The 50s were also notorious for being a conservative decade, so there's that. By 1962, Allied had moved to California and changed its name to the California Clock Company, the company that still makes and sells the Kit-Cat Klock to this day. And of course, in the last few decades, he's appeared in just about every movie, TV show, music video, and commercial ever made. He's never stopped enjoying popularity. A testament to Earl Arno's original vision, a simple, charming object that continues to bring a little bit of lightheartedness into our lives. Now, before we part company, I want to confess that I kind of led you down the garden path when I said that the original clocks could be had for the reasonable sum of $3.95. Truth be told, according to the Consumer Price Index calculator, which, by the way, I couldn't live without, $3.95 in 1932 would be the equivalent of $93.86 today. And considering that the new ones today cost $59.99, that's a 36% savings. What a deal. Now, for our usual sign-off, I hope you liked today's story, and I'd love it if you would subscribe and like this video. If you want to support my further efforts, you'll find a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description box of this video, and I'll see you in the next story.